Welcome to India New England News. Our guest today is Sneha Nambiar. You talk about fast track. In October, she got married. In November, she was crowned Mrs India New England. And then in December, she was crowned Mrs India USA. And now in 2024, she is heading to the global competition for Mrs. India Universe. We are going to talk to her about her journey, what has inspired her, and what is her passion, and why she is doing what she is doing. Sneha, welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much, Upinderji.
And thank you so much for your time coming to our studio today.
My pleasure.
So first of all, congratulations for your 2 crowns already you have won.
Thank you so much.
And all the best for the next one.
Thank you.
So talking about the fast track.
Yes.
This is really fast track.
Yes.
You got married, you participate in the competition, you've been here, then you've been in New Jersey, and now you are ready for the global.
Exactly, yes.
So basically what I want to do today, to tell our viewers and readers,
yes,
your life story. And I want to help you to tell your story.
Yes.
So let's start when you were 10-year-old.
Yes.
And you came to USA from Bangalore.
Yes.
What happens after that?
Yes.
And what brought you to USA?
Yes, definitely. So I moved to New Jersey at the tender age of 10. And I moved for my father's work. He was settled here for some time before. And then he brought my mom and my older sister along with him as well. And when I first moved here, I was an extremely shy and timid, obviously first generation Indian immigrant who was trying to balance fitting into the American culture here as well as gain her circle of friends and community around her. So it's really been quite a big journey transitioning from that shy, timid young girl to the woman I am today and being able to represent as Mrs. India USA.
And never ever you participated in any other pageants before? This is the first time you did?
Yes, this is my first official pageant that I participated in. I was a dancer initially when I started. I've been dancing since the age of 6.
And what type of dance you've been doing?
I'm a trained Bharatnatyam classical dancer.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
So what do you think, what made you tick during these 2 competitions?
So I think it was a mixture of wanting to gain a new family here in the New England region, being able to meet people around me, getting assimilated with the community around here, as well as just being able to represent myself in a global platform and being surrounded with people who are supporting me and my amazing family, my husband and my in-laws and my extended family who've been really the biggest support system for me for all of this.
So did you tell your husband that you were going to participate in this competition right away when you heard about it?
Yes, Vineeth is the first person to share any good news to, and he was the one who actually pushed me to even do this to begin with. So yes, he knew right from the start, and he's been my biggest supporter ever since.
And of course, he accompanied you to New Jersey?
Yes, he did. He did accompany me to New Jersey. Yes.
Excellent. So what was the reaction of your parents?
My parents as well were actually very excited. They've actually always seen me as someone who was pretty shy growing up. So for me to be interested in something like this was a surprise to them, but a really good surprise. And they were very proud that I'm taking the step in my life.
And so what is your the future plans? I know you are very successful already in the industry. What your future plans are as far as the modeling or the pageants are concerned?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to extend myself as much as possible in the next year, be very involved in the New England community as well as the community as a whole in USA. And I also hope to definitely take part in maybe some part-time modeling as well as acting, being a host for different events, as well as just being an advocate for women empowerment and standing up for young girls.
So let's also talk about some of your professional career as well.
Yes.
So first, let's start with your high school and graduation, etc.
Yes.
Where did you do? And when did you do that?
Yeah, so I went to West Windsor, Plainsboro High School, South, which is based in Princeton Junction. And I graduated
in New Jersey.
In New Jersey, yes. And then I went on to NJIT, New Jersey Institute of Technology, where I got my bachelor's in information technology. And that's how I transitioned. I work right now in Ernst & Young as an IT consultant for a big pharma company.
That's a big consulting firm as well, like in the top 5, right?
It's the big 4.
Big 4, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
There used to be 5, right, somehow. I thought,
yes,
right?
I think Accenture was involved.
Right, yeah. So big 4, excellent.
Yes.
And what about your husband?
My husband also works in the pharmaceutical industry. He works at Sanofi in global medical affairs. So it's always been something that has connected both of us, being in the life sciences realm. So.
Excellent. So now a young girl, a
Yes.
teenager is watching our conversation.
Yes.
What message you want to tell her?
I think the biggest message I would want to tell her is to always believe in yourself. And really, truly, don't be afraid of showcasing your capabilities and talents to the world, and use your voice to benefit those around you and contribute to the community with a lot of compassion.
Now, since, you lived in India till 10 years,
Yes.
and so how do you compare now the situation of women in India,
Yes.
in the domestic context, as well as here in the US? I want your opinion on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think in India, so where I grew up was Bangalore, which is a very metropolitan city. So the culture was definitely more westernized than a lot of some more suburban places in India. But honestly, I think India is also growing a lot and they're becoming more westernized. But Indian American women here take on so many responsibilities. They wear multiple hats as housewives, as well as career women, community leaders. And I think women in the United States wear multiple different hats, and Indian women in India as well are becoming to that level, I think so.
So now I'm going to do some quick rapid response questions to you, and whatever comes to my mind, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
And you just say whatever comes to your mind.
Yes.
Okay. Bharatnatyam.
Yes.
What do you think of Bharatnatyam?
I think Bharatnatyam has always been something that has connected me to my culture. When I get on stage and I'm able to showcase my dance, it gives me an inner sense of just responsibility of showing off my culture to other people, as well as a sense of pride that I'm able to perform and showcase such a beautiful talent.
Any other type of dance you do, or just only Bharatnatyam?
I do Bollywood dance as well, but I believe that my classical training is the foundation to my dance.
And on Bollywood, what type of movies you like?
I like all types of movies, Hollywood, Bollywood, even Malayalam movies. I like all kinds of movies.
Actually, some of the Malayalam movies are really great.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, if not better, as good as Bollywood movies.
I would not doubt that. Exactly,
Absolutely,
yeah. Malayalam movies definitely have a sense of really giving you very good life lessons. So, yeah.
So are you thinking about maybe getting some roles there in the Malayalam movies? Or?
I mean, why not? Life is full of surprises, right? Just 2 months ago, I would have not imagined myself standing here today. So not limiting myself.
And I assume you are fluent in Malayalam as well.
I can speak a little bit of Malayalam. My husband, Vineeth, is extremely fluent in Malayalam.
Okay.
But I understand Malayalam very well. And actually, I grew up in a household that spoke Hindi, Malayalam, and English. So I also know Hindi.
Excellent.
Very well now.
And let's come back to Bollywood.
Yes.
So who are some of your favorite actors?
Some of my favorite actors definitely include Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan. They're my ultimate 2 amazing actors that I've always looked up to. And actresses, I really like Deepika Padukone as well as Priyanka Chopra. And another one that's been my all-time favorite is Anushka Sharma. So
sure. And anyone from my generation you think of?
Zeenat Aman.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Is my ultimate. I still love following her.
Incredible. I mean, she was the first real modern Bollywood actress, and
exactly. She was a trailblazer to all the other Bollywood actresses to come.
Okay. So. And among the actors of that generation?
I think Dharmendra Ji is one of my favorites.
Yeah, even I like him too. Yes,
he's amazing. Amitabh Bachchan, of course. Who doesn't like Amitabh Bachchan? Sure. Multiple different actors.
So now, since you mentioned that you also speak Hindi, what are some of your favorite songs from Bollywood?
From Bollywood, I think Koi Mil Gaya, the soundtrack of all of that is my favorite. Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham has some of the most amazing songs. And multiple. I love listening to Bollywood music. So yeah.
Good. And who inspires you in general in life?
And generally, I mean, I pull inspiration from multiple people in my life, from my family members, from my friends, from celebrities. But I think my biggest two inspirations has always been Michelle Obama and as well as my mom. There are two very strong women who have showcased multiple things like resilience, dedication, and compassion to others. And I hope to mirror their qualities as well.
And what have you learned from your mom? One thing you have learned from her?
I think the biggest thing I've learned from my mom is resilience. She moved to a foreign country at the age of 40 and had to restart her life from scratch. She also actually in India volunteered as a teacher for underprivileged students, and she used those talents in the United States, and she still works as a preschool teacher, and she has been working as a preschool teacher for the past 2 decades. So,
and anything your father has taught you?
Yeah, definitely. My dad has taught me to be a strong, independent, confident woman. He's been my biggest advocate to go after things I really want, and he's the reason why I'm this successful today, I think.
And what makes a confident woman?
I think confidence is being comfortable in your skin, being able to use your voice for the benefit of others, and being able to stand tall no matter what life throws at you.
Now, one of the articles we did about you when you won the crown,
yes,
there was a reference to Nelson Mandela there.
Yes.
So I just wanted to bring that as well. What do you think of him and what inspired?
I think he's one of the most amazing leaders in South Africa, and he's just, like, all of the sayings have really struck a chord in my life, and specifically the one I mentioned about resilience is something that I've always used as my guiding force in my life, to never fall down, even no matter what life throws at you.
And if this, the pageant has not worked out, suppose you didn't make it at all, even in the New England area.
Yes.
What other things you would have been thinking about doing apart from your work?
Apart from work, I would be pursuing my hobbies. I love going to the gym along with my husband, Vineeth. And I also love to dance, so I'd probably get involved in some dance classes around here. So yeah, multiple different things to just get me more involved in the community around me, as well as voluntarily activities as well.
And what do you think is your biggest strength?
I believe my biggest strength is being able to look past people, look past people's differences and being able to get people together. I've always been someone who has loved to show people good values as well as be a role model for young women out there. So being able to pull together a community around me has been one of my biggest strengths.
And your weakness, what do you think?
I think my biggest...
Something you wish that, I wish I didn't have to deal with this.
I think my biggest weakness has always initially been to be very shy and timid. But being able to really showcase myself like this and being able to have all these different experiences have really broken me out of my shell. So I've always used my weaknesses as inspiration to get past them and become strengths. So
how did you deal with that weakness part of this? Now it don't seem shy at all. So.
Exactly. I mean, I think really just putting yourself out there and to never back down from any opportunity that comes your way is the biggest way to just overcome any weakness, is to put yourself out there and look your weakness right in the eye and say that you're better than that and you can get past that.
Okay. Now, still you are too young, but still I'm going to ask you this question. So far in your life,
yes,
what is the best lesson you have learned from anywhere?
I think the biggest lesson that I have learned throughout my life has been just resilience. I think being able to overcome anything that life throws at your way, moving to another country at a tender young age of 10. So just using any opportunity you can to get past your weaknesses and doubts.
Excellent. Sneha, thank you so much for your time. It was lovely talking with you, and all the best for your next pageant.
Thank you very much. Thank you. My pleasure.